Sarai and Asminkum. Today, me and my friends will talking about a company called America International Group, AIG. This is an insurance company placed at America. This company is the first insurance company which involved in fraud. So let's start with the intro by Afiq.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to our members, which is Aina Zulkarnain. So before I introduce you about the AIG, I will introduce you first about the accounting fraud. Actually, accounting fraud is a intentional manipulation of financial statement to create a shield of a company financial health. It's basically, it involves employee and then account of the organization itself and is misleading to investor and shareholders. A company can falsify the financial statement by overstating its revenue or assets, not recording expenses and under recording liabilities. Alright. Okay, I give you the example like a company commits accounting fraud if it overstates its revenue. Okay, I give an example like suppose company ABC is actually operating a loss and is not generating any revenue. On its financial statement, the company profit would be inflated and its net value would be overstated. If the company overstates its revenue, it will give its share price up and falsify its true financial health. So I have explained to you about the accounting fraud. Now I want to introduce you. I want to explain to you about the cook the books terms. Okay, actually, cook the book is a slang term for the accounting tricks to make a company financial result look better than they really are. It means that it involves manipulating financial data to increase the company earning and decrease the expenses. So for the example of the book is like credit sales and inflated revenue, and then channel stuffing, mischaracterized expenses and stock buyback. Actually, four of these is the main of the fraud that have been used to the company to manipulate the data to get more investor and shareholders. So we move to the AIG. Yes, I want to introduce about the AIG. AIG stands for American International Group. So actually it is a public company which have been founded in December 1919. Then the founder name is the Cornelius Vanderstar, headquartered in New York City, New York, United States. This company, AIG company, have been served worldwide. And then the key people is Brian Real, and also the president and CEO of Mark Lyons, CFO Lucy Faton. Then there has been revenue in 2018 about 47.389 billion. Wow, it is so many. Then I want to say that the number of employees that have been involved in AIG company, it is in total is 49,800. It's so many. Yeah, it is in production for the AIG.
Okay, the analyst downgrade the company 2 days after the report was released. AIG then entered into a fraudulent loss reserve transfer transaction with General Re Corporation.
So now we get into the AIG company imposed our penalty that we have been faced by them. Okay, after the fraud has been discovered, AIG admit that they have been doing fraud, and for your information, AIG company is actually almost bankrupt. So if AIG company bankrupt, it will affect others investor and the worldwide economic, because AIG company is number one, the biggest insurance company in the world, and they have many customers from around the world. So to prevent them from bankrupt, the Federal General, which is government, more like central bank of the US, have give them loan for 85 million for 2 years, and with that money, AIG have to pay the shareholders amounting 800 million for wrongdoing financial statement, $375 million to AIG policy stakeholders, and 344 million to the workers compensation, to the one who been that buy their insurance, mostly about compensation funds, workers compensation funds. Okay, so in return for the government money that have been loaned to them, they 77.9% equity of AIG company goes to government, and it means that government have full authority for their decision making and all, including all asset and dividend payments.
Fraud triangle of AIG, short form for American International Group. First, personal characteristic. Greensburg, the CEO and chairman of AIG General Insurance, and Maketco, there were companies that exist and remain involved. Greensburg is an active, intimidating, dominating, sometimes overpowering, and hard-driving leader. This his personal characteristic. Second, institutional pressure. AIG must sustain enough cash reserve to cover the claim it anticipates to pay out during a given period, in a scenario whereby the investor noticed that reserve are low and AIG received a number of a huge claim from their client in a short period of time. It might lead to a financial crisis, which make the investor less willing to invest. This will make AIG desperate to ensure that they are seen to have sufficient reserves so that they are able to maintain their positions and status in the industry. Third, opportunity. Greensburg held both position CEO and chairman simultaneously. This gives him opportunity to abuse his power, as his action left unsupervised. He had authority over the creation, approve, and execution of new policy and decision making, which lead to conflict of interest, allowing the company to stray away from the wish of the shareholder. With more impressive.
My name is Muhammad Afifi Daniel Zaidi. So I'm going to be presenting about the conclusion for the case of AIG. So we're going to start with, in 2005, AIG became involved in a series of fraud investigations led by the Securities and Exchange Commission, United States, Justice Department, and New York Attorney General's Office. The investigations found out to a $1.6 billion fine for AIG and criminal charges for some of its executives. During the 2008 financial crisis, the Federal Reserve saved $180 billion in companies, and to control the Financial Crisis Research Commission corrected the failure of AIG with large uninsured sales. In 2011, the nationalization of AIG was declared illegal, and after AIG regained its autonomy in 2012, he paid $205 billion to the US government. So after the case, these are the apologization of the case. AIG apologized for a deceptive business practice which led to the amount of $1.6 billion. The company also reached an agreement with the federal and state securities to pay the settlement. The settlement resolved allegations that AIG had participated in bid rigging schemes and paid insurance. In its apology, AIG said providing incorrect information to the investigating public and regulators was wrong and it is against the values of our current leadership and employees. So, why was AIG said? The United States Treasury feels that AIG is too important to fail. Second is, the Federal Reserve said that AIG posed a system risk to the global economy, and collapse of AIG will be extremely disastrous to United States and global economy. And the last one, the United States government will keep investing into AIG to prevent it from going bankrupt. So, our opinion about the case, AIG is known as one of the biggest insurance company in the world. Despite the fact of the big company, they still tend to make frauds and mistakes. For us as a student of accounting, we can see that it is very important for us to study about this case. This case taught us to always act professionally. No matter how smart we can cheat, justice will always win. Thank you.